So where we are, yeah. So I'm trying to write. I'm trying to find XPath for this username and password. Then I need to click login. So this is my functionality now. For that, I am clicking on inspect element. Now here we have like name. Copy this. Control F. Input is the tag. So, so what I will do instead of hard coding, what I will do, I'll take two parameters. One is string username. Another one is string password. Why? Because whatever values we read from the Excel, right? All that values are in the form of string. So that's the reason I have given string data type. Now I will pass this username here. And here also we have like name, password. Send keys, and I'm pass this password here. Now, now I need to click on this login. Here we have class. We good to take this class and tag name is button. I need to click that button. So after clicking that, what I will do, I'll wait some 5 seconds. Then I will close my browser. This is my test case. What I will do now, I will pass the test data from Excel to this username and password fields. Then I will click. Okay. Yeah. So now we are good with our test. Now we need to pass the test data. For that, we need to write script. How to write script? Observe. So I am creating one method. Two-dimensional string I am taking. Why? Because I will pass the values in the form of string, username and password. That's the reason I took two-dimensional array. And I'm giving some name. Read test data. Yeah, it's asking to add return statement. Why? Because here instead of void, what I've taken return type as string, and in that also that is like array. I mean two-dimensional array string. Now what I need to do? I need to add return type statement. I'm good. Now here you need to read the file. I mean you need to read the file of Excel. How to read? Observe file F. We have one class called file. new file. Inside this, you pass the Excel sheet path. For that, we will take one Excel. Here I am giving username and I am giving password. This is my username field and here I am giving password. Now I will pass multiple usernames and multiple passwords to my test case. So if you see here, first what I will do, I'll pass the valid username and valid password. And invalid username and valid password. Then valid username and invalid password. Then invalid username and invalid password. So I am good with my test data sheet. Yeah. Now I am good with my test data sheet. Now what I need to do, I will upload this test data sheet into my project. How I am doing, observe. Copy, copy and click on your project, then paste it. See, this file is came here, Excel sheet file. Okay. In this file, we have our test data. Now I want to take this path of this file. For that, I'll right click and I'll go to the properties and I'll copy the file path, paste it here. Oh, we need to tell to system like whatever sheet we are whatever file we are giving, right? That is a Excel sheet. How to tell? We have one more class called file input stream, FIS. Just I'm creating object for that class. Now I am passing this file input stream as Excel. Here I am passing F. Then if you open any of the Excel sheet, I will open this itself. Further, to open this Excel sheet, right click on this and come open with and go to system editor. See, if you see, this entire sheet is like it's sheet 1 and sheet 2. Like this you can create multiple sheets, and enter Excel sheet we will call it as workbook. Okay, under workbook we have multiple sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, how many sheets you want you can create. Okay, but this entire Excel we will call as workbook. So we need to first we need to enter into the workbook. We need to enter into the Excel sheet. How we need to enter? Observe. We have one more class called XSF workbook, some WB. I am creating object for this also. Now where is my file? Here, right, in FIS, right? Yeah, I'll pass this here. From this file, I'll read the workbook first. Workbook first. Now my file present here. I mean my workbook present in this in this variable. Now from the file, now I want to read the sheet. I want to read the sheet one. Okay, how to read? Observe. For that we have XSF sheet. Now this sheet presented in where? Under workbook, right? Under workbook, right? So give me 1 minute. Yes, Naveen. Sure. I'll inform him and at the same time share his number to you. Not now, in future it will help. Sure, Naveen. Thank you. Sure, sure. Hello. Yeah. So actually, I got a call. Yeah. So under workbook we have sheet, right? If you open this workbook, under we have several sheets. Okay. Now we need to come to the sheet. I mean, respective sheet. Here we have like only one. I mean, test data is present in one sheet, but in real time, like there is a possibility to have like multiple test data in different sheets, the same workbook. At that time, we need to read that workbook and we need to enter into the sheet. How to enter, I will tell you now. Yeah. So wb dot get sheet. We have one method called get sheet. In this get sheet, you pass the sheet one name. Here nothing I have given, just sheet one. I'll keep that as it is, and I am passing here sheet one. Now we are good with the sheet also. Now under sheet, if you observe, we have like rows, right? These are rows and these are columns and the specific one cells. Correct? Correct? These are rows and these are columns. Under this again we have specific cells. So we need to enter into the proper rows. For example, here we don't know like how many how much data we kept in this particular sheet. Here actually I this is very less data. That's the reason we can say like total we have test data. I mean four in four rows we have test data, right? But in few cases like there are like so many test data in so many rows, and like this we have like so many columns in test data. First what we need to do, we need to get the count of physical rows, means in how many rows the particular data is present. We need to get that so that we can repeat our loop. Based on that we can repeat our loop. Okay. Yeah, without that if we repeat like empty places, like that is waste of time. For that reason, first we'll get the physical number of rows. Here, what is the physical number of rows means? Like in whatever rows, like the data exists, right? Test data, that we can call it as physical number of rows. If we get the rows, then getting the, I mean, physical cells is not a problem. I mean, not that much issue. Okay, yeah. So I enter into the sheet. Now I will get the physical number of rows. For that, I will go to the sheet. Inside the sheet, get row, get row, yeah, get row. I passed index 0. Now get physical number of, get physical number of cells. No, not this, not this. Yeah. So we have like get physical number of rows. So under the sheet, we need to get the physical number of rows and we'll store this into some variable. So whatever value will get, right, in I mean return type, what will get int, right, number of rows. So I am taking one row count or physical row count also fine. Any variable name you can provide and get the row count, and for your reference just print that row count. Now similarly we need to get the number of columns also. Okay, for that, if you see here, we got the number of rows count by with the method with the help of this get physical number of rows method. But if you see, under rows we have columns, right? Under rows we have columns, correct? So under rows we have columns. Yeah. Now under rows we have columns. For that, again, dot get row. Yeah, get row. And see, if you get this zero row, still you can find the columns, right? Or you can, if you take get, I mean this row also, you can still find the columns, correct? Why? Because if you see, if you observe in this row we have two columns, and these two columns data is presented. Observe. So that's the reason I passed some value 0. 0 means like this row, username and password. Just I want to know the count. I don't want to read the data as of now. Just I want to know the physical number of columns count. For that, this row number 0 in this, yes, get last cell number. So this is the row in this zeroth row, in this last cell number. How many? First cell, second cell, right? You are getting right. See, zeroth row in this is first cell, this is second cell. What I am saying, get the last cell count. So what is the last cell count here? What is the last cell count here? This one, right? You are getting
Yeah,
right.
password.
Yeah, this is the last cell. I mean, why? Because here, what I am trying to identify, I am trying to identify the physical number of columns. I mean, physical number of columns. If we get the last physical, I mean, cell, automatically we'll get the physical number of columns also, right? Here we have total 2. So here I am getting get last cell number. If I get this last cell number, automatically remaining cells like having data, right? Now I will store this it in one variable called column count. Again, I will print this also by using system. This is for my reference. If you do not print also, no problem. Yeah. Now, from here we need to read. See, we got our number of rows, number of columns we got now. Now we need to enter into this particular cell, and we need to get the data. We need to get the data, and that data we need to pass to our test case. I mean this username and password. How to get the data? Observe. To get the data, I need like here two dimensional. Right? I need two for loops. Okay. First one is in the rows, int I is equals to 0. I'm starting from 0th row. I'm starting from 0th row. Then I less than. So I know like till I mean I mean how many times I need to repeat this loop. I need to get. So I have like total how many rows? One row, one total 5 rows are there. So if I repeat this particular loop 5 times, then that is enough, right? Why? Because I know by with the help of this code I got the physical number of row counts. So if I repeat 5 times this loop, then that is enough, right? For
Yes.
that, what I am doing, yeah, I am taking this row count, and I plus plus I am doing. Observe here, I have given row count, but if you total how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 rows are there, and we are starting from 0. We are starting from 0, and here like what number will come? 5 will come, right? So I less than 5, and we are starting from 0. 0 means till 5. Till 5, how many times this particular loop will repeat? 6 times, right? Sorry, 5 times, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so how many times this particular loop will repeat? Why? Because here we got our row count as 5. Okay, here our row count got 5. Here I less than 5. I am not giving I less than or equal to 5, just I have given I less than 5, and I am starting from 0. Okay, so first 0, it will check 0 less than 5, true, it will enter into the loop. Then 1 less than 5, it will enter into the loop. 2 less than 5, it will enter into the loop. 3 less than 5, it will enter into the loop, and whatever code present inside the loop, that will execute. Now 4 less than 5, still it is true, it will enter into the loop. And 5 less than 5, it's false, it will come out from the loop. So from 0 to 4, how many times it's repeating? 5 times, right? Including with 0, I'm saying. So 5 times, but I don't want 5 times. Why? Because this username and password starting one is like heading. My actual data started from where? Row number, row number 2. So how many times I want to repeat the loop? 4 times. If I repeat 4 times, then that is enough. Instead of repeating 5, if I repeat 4 times, then that is enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here for that what I am doing, I am giving row count minus 1. So now here 5 minus 1 means 4. Okay, 5 minus here 4 will come. Again, if you observe, 0 less than 4, true. 1 less than 4, true. 2 less than 4, true. 3 less than 4, true. Total 4 times done. Now 4 less than 4, false. It will come out of the loop. So total 4 times I want to repeat this particular loop. For that reason, why? Because I have only test data presented in 4 rows. Clear till here? Or any confusion?
It should be one thread per slot. You are leaving first row means count should start from 100 from instead of 0.
No. See, here again you forgot about the test data reading, Krishna. Here just how many times you want to repeat the loop, that you keep in mind. Okay, I'm not getting any test data from this 0th row. Okay, just I want to repeat these loops. Inside
Number
that
of
I will
times.
mention
Okay.
the code. You are getting right?
Okay.
How many times I want to repeat this loop, that's I'm explaining now. But after that, like to get the data, again whatever you're saying, we need to get from one itself, that I'll write inside the loop.
Okay. Okay.
That is like we need to perform. As of now, I want to repeat the loops. For that reason I explained this. So total how many times we need to repeat the loop? Total 4 times. And if you see this code, 4 times only it's saying, right? Why? Because it's starting from 0 and I less than 4. So total, including 0, total how many times it will repeat? 4 times.
4 times. Okay.
Correct, right? Or any confusion?
Understood.
Yeah. Now we read the row count. Now we need to read the column count also, right? We good with our row count, but we need to read the column count also, right? Why? Because we need to pass username as well as password, both. Okay. For example, you came here, you took this. Okay, you took this. Again, loop should repeat for this also, right? See, it repeating, observe carefully, it repeating, loop repeating for this rows only. Okay, this rows only. But whenever I pass that username at the same time, use password also should pass. Now I need to repeat the loop for column also, right? And how many times I need to repeat? Till how many like physical columns are there? Till that time I need to repeat. Okay, observe. For that I am taking one more for loop. This is for like, this is like to run this columns loop. Okay, this loop I'm writing for to read the data from these columns. Okay, again how many times I want to run that purpose I am writing this. Now int some j equal to 0, j less than column count. Here where is column count? Yeah, till this column count I want to run I plus, sorry, j plus plus. Yeah, if you see this, j is equals to 0. I am starting this loop from 0 and I'm ending. So if you run this, here you will get the physical number of columns are 2. Okay, you will get the physical number of columns 2. So I want to run the loop 2 times. Okay, 2 times. So I'm starting from 0. Now here, what is the value? 2, right? Column count we have 2, here 2. So first I will 0 less than 2. True, it will run. Okay, it will run. Now it will run this particular column. Okay, now next loop j plus plus 0 plus plus means 1, 1 less than 2, true. It will, I mean, it will go inside the loop and whatever code is there it will execute. Now again one more time, 1 plus plus means 2, 2 less than 2, false. It will come out from this inner loop. You are getting right? Total how many times I am running this loop? Again, just for running the loop I am writing this. Again, to read the test data I'll write again. Okay, clear? How many times I am running this loop? Total 2 times, right? By seeing you can understand. See, column count is 2. Initially I am running for 0 less than 2, 1 less than 2, that's it. 2 less than 2, it's false, it will come out from the loop. Clear? Or any confusion? Yeah,
Clear, Varsha.
yeah. Next, so here actually we formatted like this, all the data we formatted like this. But in few places like this format is maybe different. Why? Because we are using Excel, right? In Excel we have so many formats. If you pass like this 1 2 3 4, sometimes if you give 0 here it will not take actually. Don't know. Yeah, yeah, see, like this will come. So for that we have class to format the cell value. Okay, whatever value present in this, whatever I mean text present in this particular cell, right? We need to format. After formatting we need to pass to our website. For that we have class, that is data formatter. Data formatter, some df is equals to, I'm creating object. Why? Because in this we have one method. Why we will create object for the class? Why we will create object for the class? From day one onwards I'm saying
To use the methods in
available in the class,
class.
right?
Yeah.
By with the help of object reference.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah. In this we have one method df dot format cell value. Format cell value. Okay. Here if you see string, hidden type is string. So we need to format the cell value. Then we need to pass. Now here you need to write the code to get the test data. Okay, to get the test data from this, now we need to write inside this. We need to get that particular value and we need to format, then we need to pass to our website here. Okay, for that, how I am writing, observe. So inside sheet get row, inside sheet I have row, use sheet only, right? Yeah, sheet get row, get row, yeah, get row. Then inside row I need to get the cell, need to get the cell. So here I'm not hard coding. Instead of that, what I am doing, observe. So first, from where, see my I am I mean actual my I is starting from 0. 0 means this, right? 0th row, this, right? 0th row means this, right? And this is first row, second row, third row, fourth row. Why? Because actually in our coding, right? I mean here how I am passing in the form of two-dimensional array. Arrays always starts with index 0. Okay, so for that reason I am saying like this is 0th row and this is 0th column. Okay, so I don't want this, I want to leave this, I want to start from here. For that, what I am doing, my I value is 0, I mean this, it's referring to this. Now I want to refer this. For that, what I need to give here, just I plus 1, right? I plus 1 means what? See, my I value is 0 initially, but I am giving, I want to get the data from I plus 1, means this is 0. From here I want to get the data. Why? Because I want to leave this, this is like heading. Okay, for that reason I am writing I plus 1, means 0 plus 1, 1. So my row starts from here. Now my, this is my 0, I mean first row, and this is my 0th column, right? And this is first column, this is second column, right? So I need to read the 0th column. So if I, and I am starting from 0, I mean this is 0th column. Okay, and here also 0. Now 1 0, 1 row 1 and 0. 1 0 means what? This one, it indicates this one. Okay, now 1 1 means what? First column and first row and first column. Now this is second row, 0th column, and this is second row, first column. Now this is third row, 0th column, and this data third row, first column, and here this is fourth row, 0th column, and this is fourth row, first column. So like this it will read one by one. Okay, for that reason I have used it like this. Now I want to return this to here, where here. Okay, I'll create one object. I tell you why I am creating this. Yeah, so from where we are starting, from where we are starting, from see here we need to pass, actually here we need to pass how many physical number of rows are there, how many physical number of columns are there, we need to pass here. Okay, how to pass? Already we found, right? This is row count, row count, but total how many rows we will get? Total 5 we will get. So for that reason, but we don't want 5, just this particular array is for -1 I am doing, so that instead of 5 we'll get 4 here. Okay, now columns, just pass this column count. Why I am doing this? See, just now I explained in the Excel, it will read in the form of 1011202130314041. It will read in the form of this. Okay, I mean row. I mean in the arrays concept, values will read in the form of like this. And this first one is 0, 0th row, 0th column, 0th row, 0th column, and this is 0th row and first column. We don't want to read from here, we want to read from here. So first one is how many? 4, then column count 2, 4, 2. Now if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, total 4 rows are there and 2 columns. So we need to read the data from 4 rows and 2 columns. For that reason you need to specify like this. Okay, now you need to return these values one by one to this data, so that it will pass our data to here. How? I will tell again. We have data provider only, we need to use. You got why I mentioned this? Why? Because we need to say it, I mean we need to say to this like how many rows or how many columns are there in this particular sheet. After that, why we have written this? To repeat that number of times we have, I mean we need to repeat that number of times, right? That's the reason I have like used this for loops. Clear? Now here row count -1, column count -1. Yeah, now what I need to do, I need to pass these values to here. How I am passing? Observe, I'm taking same method name, I mean reference variable, and I am passing in the form of ij. Yeah, see, observe. So initially what I am storing here, so it will come here format cell value. So I plus 1 means 0 plus 1 1 and 0, and we are storing this entire thing. Where we are storing here, we have created one object. So here 1 and 0. Okay, 1 0. So 1 0, this admin will come, right? First 1 0 means this admin will come, right? And this admin we need to pass to username. Next, now what we will do, this loop will repeat. Now j is equal, this inner loop will repeat till this particular column count false. Okay, this condition is false. Now j is equals to 1. Now j is equal to 1, I equal to still 0, j equal to 1, and 1 less than column count is how much? 2. 1 less than 2. Now here again 0 plus 1 1. Now j value is 1 1 1. Password will read, right? Username is reading and password is reading. Similarly, now again j plus plus, j plus plus. Now j value is 2, 2 less than 2, false. It will come out from this inner loop. Now it will go to outer loop. Now I value is how much? Previously it was 0, now it is 1. Okay, now I value is 1, 1 less than excuse, excuse me. Now yeah, so 1 I value is 1, 1 less than 4, 4, right? 5 minus 1 means 4, 1 less than 4, true. It will come again inside the loop. Now j value is 0, I value is 1. Now I value is 1, 1 plus 1 2, and j value is 0, 2 0. It will read this, right? Now it will j plus plus. Now initially j value is 0, now j plus plus, j value is 1 now. Okay, 1 less than 2, true, it will come here. I value is still 1, 1 plus 1 2, j value also 1, 2 1. It will read this, right? Now now again j plus plus. Now 2 less than 2, false, it will come out from this inner loop. Now I value become 2. Okay, 2 less than 4, true, it will go inside this loop. Now j value is 0, 0 less than 2, true, it will come inside this inner loop. Now I value is 2 plus 1 means 3, 0, j value is 0, 3 0, it will read this, right? Now after this reading, j value become j plus plus. Now j value is 1, 1 less than 2, true, it will come inside this loop. Now I value is still, I mean 2 plus 1 3, 3 1, it will read this, right? Now again j plus plus. Now 2 less than 2, false, this condition is false, it come out from this inner loop. Now I value is previously 2, now I value is 3, I value is 3. Now 3 less than 4, true, it will come inside this loop. Now j value is 0, 0 less than 2, true, 3 plus 1 4, 0, 4 0, it will read this, right? Similarly now j plus plus, j value is 1, 1 less than 2, true, still I value is 4, sorry 3, 3 plus 1 4, and j value is 1, 4 1, it will read this, right? So for that reason I have written like this. And now we need to integrate this particular method to our test case. Again same with the help of data provider only. So here we have one annotation data provider. Already we learned this. Input data provider. Now what we need to do? We need to go here. Inside this we have one testng attribute, that is again, sorry, control Z, data provider, and we need to pass this method name. Previously also similarly we did, right? When we learned the data provider method name, we passed here. Yeah, so whatever value we are gathering, right, we need to pass to where? This method. Why? Because from here only it will pass to where? To test. So we gathering entire thing here. Now we'll pass this data to here. From here it will go to this particular test case with the help of data provider concept. Now I'll execute this. It not reading the test data, just it's repeating. Why it is not reading? Sorry, actually we this for explanation purpose I have given this 1 0. Still it should read.
Maybe Parshuram, like give delay after the page opened. It's not having enough time to search for the web
Yeah,
element.
maybe yes.
We'll give it a try.
Correct. Some 3 seconds I'm giving. It's passing. Admin it passed, then it passed password. Now it will click on the login. Yeah, it clicked on the login. After 5 seconds, it should close. Yeah, close. Now second test case with valid username and invalid password. Yeah, sorry, invalid username and valid password, and it should click login now. It clicked and it's showing invalid credentials. If you want, we can put that invalid credentials in asset dot so that we can validate that particular test case. But as of now, I am not putting. Yeah, now this is like invalid password and valid username, I think. So in this case also, my test case should fail. Last one is like invalid username and invalid password I've given. Yeah, so total 4 times my test case got ran. That's the reason it's showing 4 got passed. So like this, we need to pass the test data from Excel. So any questions? And thanks, Suraj. Actually, yeah. So the synchronization issue came. That's the reason it thrown that error like web element not found. Yeah. So any questions? So initially you will get like a confusion, but once you try this right, it is easy. Okay. But how you need to try, like how I explained, right? Like that why we are running this outer for loop, why we are running this inner for loop. While you, executing, writing this code, you analyze, then run, then you will get. If you practice like 1 or 2 times, you will get easily. Clear?
Question, and
Yeah.
yeah, that there is a user model called XSSF workbook. We have to uh, do it in the form.xml right, file, right? We have to import it.
Yeah, actually, very good question, Saket. Yeah. So, in order to get this, Excel sheet reading or some WordPad reading, Notepad reading, right? We need to import few things actually. So, yeah, inside the pom.xml. Yeah. So these are the things. Apache. Actually, this. All the sheets will come from. All the files will come from Apache POI. That XSF one. So you need to add this dependency and this OXML schemas dependency and this scratchpad dependencies. If you add these three, then you can good to write that particular program which I explained now. So for this, what you need to do, go to Maven repository, type Apache PY. So this first one, Apache PY common, and this OXML, and this scratchpad, and this schemas. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to add this 4 to your pom.xml file. Then you can good to write this program without any errors. Why I didn't say that, right? I thought you people will try and you will get issues. Then you reach me. If I explain that means you will remember longer time. That's the reason I didn't say it to add the dependency initially. But anyway, Saket I mean, he caught. So he asked. So I have said. So these four dependencies you need to add to your pom.xml file. Then you do not get any errors. If you do not add this pom.xml file, right, you will get errors here. Why? Because this file will come from Java only. This file input stream also will come from Java, but this XSF one, this XSF sheet and workbook rows, columns will come from that Apache PY. Clear? You got right? Or do you want me to send this, this repositories, or you can find, right? Just I'll add this Apache PY here in our notes.